Alright guys, today we are going to be reacting to Brian Humble's feminists who call men mentally ill for watching the podcast. Damn. Here we go guys, let's jump in.
What evidence do you have that the men who are watching the show are mentally damaged?
I think that a lot of society is mentally damaged if they've been hurt by women. Same as women with men. If they're more in tune to like being hateful towards women,
Are you a feminist? Just curious.
not really. I don't know.
You might be.
Maybe in your definition, I don't really know.
Okay. So can you explain what is the rhetoric precisely about women that we're spreading to
The
these
generalizations, just generalizations about women caring about status and
Let me ask you
and money and stuff like that. Like I don't care about a man protecting me. I think that's rhetoric.
You don't care about the man protecting you? I mean,
I'm an introverted woman that gardens all day. I don't need a man to protect me.
Well, I mean, you do by proxy, but
Why? From other men?
sure, why
Yeah.
not? That
so
could be the case.
I don't need.
Let me ask you a question.
That means I shouldn't be with a man, right?
So you need men to protect you from men?
90% of murders are committed by men. So
Cool.
why?
And like 90% of like infant murders are committed by women. Cool.
Yeah.
Or committed by mothers. Okay.
True.
Cool.
Postpartum depression is.
Hey, no, not job, Brian, not job. He's locked in. Let's go back to that.
Committed by mothers. Okay.
True.
Cool.
Postpartum depression is.
Okay, let's just allow women to murder their children.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. Brian's catching up. They put names to these things to somehow not exactly holding females accountable, and just postpartum depression. You know, they do these horrible things because it's just postpartum depression. No, they do these things in relationship. It's just because of trauma, and they need to heal. They always do these things to make sure they're not held accountable, guys.
Should I'm not saying they should murder.
So,
no, I don't agree
here.
with abortion in most stances.
Do you have any evidence that the men who watch my show are mentally damaged?
I think that not all of them. I think a large portion of them, if you look at the comments, are mentally damaged with the hatred, like the hate comments they're saying. Just as if I see women saying crazy things about men, I think that they should probably get some mental health help,
the
right?
comment section wouldn't even necessarily, like, people are inclined to leave comments. That's like probably
Yeah, they're the mentally ill ones. Thank you.
What?
10% of the audience,
Yeah.
maybe, who even leaves comments. Most
You
of
got
them.
$100 here that says this.
What?
That Brian can pull up any random video he wants.
Okay.
And the first 10 comments,
They're
there
mentally
isn't
ill.
good. What?
They're probably mentally ill.
Okay, how many comments do you think?
I don't read all the comments. I see the top ones where people are liking, and then you can assume if they're liking all that the other people agree with it. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say this: my 100 versus you leaving the show.
For what?
Okay, hang on. My 100.
Wait, we got to get through. We're not
I'm kidding. Okay.
You want me to leave the show?
Hey, Brian, what are you doing? He does this stuff, see? Because he gets emotionally involved in this. Brian, he does this stuff, man. Sometimes I'm like, man, what the hell's wrong with Brian? Bro, he's literally protecting the dignity of the show, man. Because she's saying that your fans are mentally ill, man. Let him cook. Let Andrew Wilson destroy this lady's logic, because she's just going everywhere.
I don't want your $100.
We're not going to do
I
any
don't need your
We're not
money.
going to do any gambling on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'll just put the 100 up against, myself. You get it if you're right, and I get it back if I'm right. So you don't even have to put up a stake. So it's not even gambling, right? So Brian can pull up any random video, go through the first 10 comments, and I don't even think they'll be that bad. I don't even think they'll be that bad.
Which video?
Any. You pick.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so here's how we can do it. Do you want
It
for
has
the
to be
live?
randomized. Live stream.
Yeah.
Live stream randomized.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do, Blake. Private chat. I sent you the link to our YouTube page.
Let's see the comments of today. Today.
Man. Hold on.
Let's see it.
Just okay.
1 second.
Hide StreamYard. I'll go fix it. All right.
Yeah. We'll just pick a random one. I bet you the first 10 aren't even bad.
Like the top ones are the most like recommended.
Now she changes. You see how
Like
to the
on
movie
First
go
10
full?
Facebook
comments,
or-
the ones that are the most liked, I bet they're
Okay.
not even that bad.
Okay.
She's a libertarian, guys, and she's
But I'm
a feminist, bro. I mean, I'm telling you guys, they're just feminists in disguise, guys. She's worried because she's gonna get exposed.
Just betting against me. So
I mean, I don't always read the comments. All I know is just, yeah.
you can pick the video.
Every video.
I've done this. Do you know I've done this experiment
No.
dozens of times with callers who've called in and said that you can tell by the comments. And I'm like, okay, pick any random video. We'll go to the first 10 comments. They're never that bad. Never. Just like their opinion of the show. I think Chair 6 was wrong about X.
Well, that's fine, but when you scroll down, there's a lot of hatred.
Oh, so out of thousands of comments, some people say negative things.
I would
yes,
say at
that's
least
true.
a third of them are pretty bad.
A third?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
All right, you want to do the Gorlock episode here? You want
What's score a lot? Oh, I mean, I've seen that one. Of course, they're gonna call Gorlock.
Okay, which
things.
one? Which one do you want? Which one?
I don't know. I'm not.
Just
I-
kick
just
her
pick
out,
a
yo,
random one.
bro. Kick her. At this point, just kick her out of the panel, man. She's just being obnoxious right now.
Not
Okay,
Gorlock.
random one.
Don't pick
Whichever one.
Gorlock. Pick. What's her name? Rage Quit. The one first. The one after that. Pick that one.
All right, sure.
Go to the first 10 comments.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, you're very tiny.
Keyword is okay. Andrew, do you want to read the comments out?
Yeah, it's
Here, wait, I'll make it bigger.
yeah.
PDF.
Okay, there we go. So it starts with P words okay as long as I'm getting paid for it. Someone call the cops, please. That doesn't sound bad. Hensley, I don't like Asians. Girls, woohoo, you go, girl. Chase, I don't date trans. How dare you? Transphobic bigot. Doesn't sound bad to me. I'm pretty sure I could talk to Nicolette for 2 hours straight and not learn a single useful thing. Again, doesn't sound bad. Kiko is the biggest hypocrite on planet Earth. Again, doesn't sound bad. Chase, these girls would rather see women at 18 sell their bodies and guys online than get into caring and loving a monogamous relationship with an older guy. There's such a clear sign of how society has fallen.
That's a bad comment.
How's
How is that a bad comment? Oh my god. Oh my god. How is that even a bad comment?
about that? It's literally just his general opinion on what he's seeing. Like, this is bad. It's crazy to me that these 18-year-olds would say this thing. The next one is Chase is the guy who walks in the valley of death and fears no evil. Doesn't sound bad. Nicolette is the perfect example of what every woman should avoid and why every man should avoid
Well, it's
dating.
hard to know if you haven't seen the episode. But
Saving
yes, I
myself.
agree with you.
Yeah, so none of these
But
look bad
I
to
have
me.
s-
None of these look bad.
Those people are not mentally ill.
Oh, not those
Yeah,
people,
man,
just
that-
everyone else.
Yo, saying that some of these supporters are mentally ill is really pulling, I don't know, water in the middle of the desert, guys. It's just, I mean, I don't even know how can I just. I'm trying to put my thoughts together. I can't even understand why they will even get to these type of conclusions, guys. There's a point where we have to really come together and really, as a society, clearly she gets a lot of these nice talking points for simps, and she's used to this, right? However, when she's exposed to this, she cannot even take accountability. I don't even know how she's a libertarian. When as a libertarian, your responsibility is on you. You're the responsible for a lot of things, and she's not even able. She's not even capable of being said. You know what? I think I messed up. She's just jumping from one goalpost to the other. It's insane.
10 comments, okay?
But hang on.
There's some really
Do you know
bad
why this
things in those
experiment works
comments.
so well? Why are they the top comments? Because they're the most liked. So if they're the
don't
most
know
liked, that means the most amount of people are saying, I agree with this person on this. And if the top 10 are not mentally ill, and the most amount of people are agreeing with them on the likes, what can we figure out from that?
Thank you,
I
Ralph.
agree with you, but no, I do agree with you on that point. But also the mentally ill people on the show, I just think it's a generalization that's unhealthy.
Which girls here are mentally ill?
No one here that I know of. That one girl that left, so I would say she's mentally ill. Yes.
It's not funny.
The most
Oh,
liked,
and maybe
so the most liked comments are the ones
maybe
that
I
are the
wouldn't
least
say
controversial.
she's mentally ill.
It's so funny.
No, I would say she's not maybe mentally ill. Maybe there's a bit of delulu there,
Where?
like delusion.
On who?
Her, and she's not there to defend herself. So the girl
She's
that's
talking
not
about the
there.
feminists.
I mean, she's no.
The girl
offense,
that's not
she's
here.
Probably a bit more well-spoken than.
She's well spoken, yeah, but the whole R word thing, Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't agree with
but
that.
the thing is like
I don't. But yeah, the girl.
Yeah,
that
bro,
was
look
I
at-
would
This chick is crazy as hell. I bet the coochie is fire. Well, she's probably she knows that, and she actually she's getting high on this, guys. There's a problem. These kind of discussions like this of guys that they're not letting it go, that turned them on. That's what it is, in my opinion. That's what's going on.
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't
but,
agree
There
with
you
that.
go.
the thing is
See,
like
she
I
read the
don't- but
comments.
yeah, the girl that was actually
legitimately-
mentally ill.
She has a
she
legitimate,
left.
well thought out ideology.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, which I don't, right? It's at least a
It's well
legitimate
thought out.
ideology that
It's
is well thought out. And
delusional.
so therefore, if it is legitimate and well thought out, it runs like a social plague in people's minds. So my job is to refute and destroy that ideology so that this plague cannot spread.
See, my issue is when you have people like that person on the show, it makes it seem like this is a normal, generalized viewpoint with women when you say
It
the
is a
world
normal,
feminist.
generalized viewpoint for Marxist feminism in colleges.
Yeah, I don't know what Marxist means, so I don't know that.
You libertarian?
You
Wow.
not having the requisite knowledge to know these ideologies are real and are prevalent has nothing to do with the fact that they actually are.
Yeah.
They
I'm not
really
saying that's
actually
true.
are, and they
They're
really
humble.
actually need to be refuted.
I've never met
You guys
anybody-
noted how she now humbles down a little bit. Now she's going to a submissive state. Look at her little arms. First she was like this, showing her belly, her waist, and now she's like, she got into a submissive state.
in my existence of 37 years that have viewpoints like that. So I just don't think it's that normal.
Yeah, because, well, here's the thing. You, anecdotally, saying to me, well, you know, I haven't met anybody in 37 years who has views like this.
Yeah.
I've met people all over the world who have views like this.
Because you debate people and y'all bring on people
Before-
that are going to have good
before,
viewpoints
when I would just
to bring
No,
views,
I've
right?
been paying attention to politics since I was like 16. In fact, less than that. I was riding around the car with my dad listening to Rush Limbaugh in his car when I was a
Hey,
little
look at that.
kid. Okay? I've been listening to these
Hey.
lunatics.
Notice this. This is an IOI indicator of interest. You see, she's checking herself. She like to, because she have a small waist, so she's checking herself. But look at this.
Rush Limbaugh in his car when I was a
Look at
little
this guy.
kid.
Boom, the hair right here. That's an IOI right there. She's enjoying this, guys. She's enjoying this.
Okay? I've been listening to these lunatics for years and years and years. Very few people combat their ideology and do it effectively. Just because you don't know it exists, but at the same time, you're like, society is decadent.
I'm
It's,
not
and
saying it
hang on,
doesn't
society is
exist.
decadent. It's breaking down, and I just want to leave and go in a field and grow some fucking food with my friends and escape. It's because
that.
nobody's combating the very ideologies that you want to escape from. And so somebody says, okay, well, I'll battle that ideology. The first thing you do is go, how dare you?
No,
how
I'm
dare
saying,
you?
just because I don't know what the word whatever word you said, I don't think the general population knows what that means.
Jason Castle donated $200.
There's two other chats after
Chair
this.
one, you are so dumb
I'm
you
not
couldn't
insulting
even make a clever
people.
insult.
I'm not
I insulted you by attacking your intellect, essentially calling BS on your claim of having a 140 plus IQ.
Well, it's true.
You show me your picture log.
Yo, that's genius level. What are you talking about? 130 above is just genius level. I think 135. You're 140.
WTF?
Show me your picture of law.
Thank you, Jason Cassell, for the message.
Okay.
I do appreciate it. We
Yeah,
have
show me your picture.
we have two more coming in.
Mine is not high. Mine's 115, 120. I think it's mine. So I'm on that ball range. I don't know. I might be lower than that, but I did a couple tests and I was around that number 115, 120, which I think is fairly okay. But 140, understanding IQ and how hard is each point in itself to increase each point, because there's a lot of mental exercise that you can do. You can go to museums, art, read, meditate, learn instruments. You can do a lot of the stuff, and that will probably increase 1 point a year. You see what I'm saying? So it's not an easy stuff in learning languages that can understand, watch politics, and control your emotions. Is a very big one to increase IQ. I think it's one of the most difficult one. Controlling your emotions. It does increase your IQ because you're being conscious of how you feel. So you're putting your brain to work. But she's saying 140. She might be good though. She might be at 140 IQ.
And thank you, Jason Cassell. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please like the video. Lucas, Chair 1, honey, with that fupa, stop making fun of men's appearances that you've never seen and stop calling them mentally deranged. Many of us are married to women way out of your league in every way. Continued, to which he says... Oh, hold on. There's another one that kind of got interrupted by this, Lucas. So
there's also a lot of husbands and wives who watch the show together.
MTPEB,
Oh, yeah,
Brian,
I'm cool
hold
with
on,
that.
Brian,
That's good.
stop. Brian and Andrew are like Rome and Chair 1 got the Carthage treatment. Chair 5, here's a little ditty. Sarah storms are brewing in your eyes. Sarah, no time is a good time for goodbyes.
What the
That's
hell?
a poem for you, I guess. Okay. And then Lucas continued saying,
Yo,
including...
look half the money, man. He spent almost $1,000 that night.
Looks wise, we don't hate women, we hate your kind of woman. Finally, if you want to talk shit, find me on X and how me wife look. Same username. Tell me if I would even look at you if I was single.
Okay, Lucas. My response is, first of all, you said I was insulting. I haven't really insulted anyone, I don't think.
You told them they were mentally ill. Oh my god. This lady, bro. This lady.
And what is my type of person?
Well,
A person?
Hold on.
You said
Wait,
Brian's
I'm
podcast
still-
is more
I'm
evil than
still-
OnlyFans. It's a pretty big insult.
I didn't say it was more
said just.
evil.
Yeah, just as.
To be fair.
Social
said just
media.
as evil.
Social media, I'd say.
No, you can't.
Porn.
What is
I
this,
mean,
a
what's the
Mon
word?
Bailey? Is this a Mon
Totally.
Bailey? Like, oh, let me forward this like completely contentious
That's what I mean.
position. Now let me walk it back
I'm
because
not
it's
walking
indefensible.
it back.
You
This is
literally
what I
are. You're
meant.
saying no. You're okay.
This podcast is viewed all. I'm not even on the same viewpoint, and I see this podcast all the time.
That's cool.
So
But
you're
You are walking
popular.
it back.
I don't
You are
watch
wa-
fans.
What?
I'm just saying it's pretty popular and like it's spreading. Like Andrew, I'm not saying you're
Is it
bad
as-
at Andrew
is it-
Tate. I'm saying there is rhetoric, and it is being spread, and we're
I
making
think
it.
she's confusing Fresh and Fit, guys. She might be confusing Myron. Myron's in a fire in the last couple months, man. He's just tired of everything, bro. Have you guys watched one of these Myron Games X YouTube channel? He is like, raw, like, yeah. We need a lot of truth out there, guys. We need a lot of truth. We need truth. The only way we can get out of these mess is just talking the truth, guys.
more and more repulsed by each other, and I'm trying to help that out.
So
I want there to be a fix.
Cool.
You want there to be a fix?
So my show
Yes.
is a response to the overreaches of feminism. Look, the reality is, I'm not going to go on some long monologue as I've gone on before on this, but you have to understand, feminism has its claws in pretty much every single realm of society. The
Yeah.
people who are speaking like me, who are talking out, like when it comes to anti-feminist rhetoric, we are the minority. We are the counterculture. The mainstream is feminism, and it's not just like culturally or socially mainstream. It's backed up and propped up by every single system and institution in this country. You have the university system. These universities with billion-dollar, million-dollar endowments. You think I have influence with my little podcast here? Trust me, the feminist studies and gender studies and all these arms of
NGOs.
There's
the
a lot of
university
people.
system, billions of, and there's you. It's interesting. You
Listen,
talk about brainwashing.
I said OnlyFans.
Hold on, stop. Let me make my point.
Okay.
So you have women who go into these universities. Mind you, every single university or college in this country has a women's studies, a gender studies, or a feminist studies. Yes, it does.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying
fine,
it's
the majority-
stupid. I'm saying that's stupid. They
cool,
shouldn't.
but it does. And there needs to be a counter narrative
How
because
is it that she's 140 IQ and she can't even understand conversations? That she just, I don't know what she's trying to do, guys. I just simply don't know. Genuinely, guys, I don't know what she's doing, guys. I just don't understand, like, what is she trying to accomplish here? I have no idea.
if you wanted to, these students, these young adults, are paying thousands, tens of thousands, even six figures at a very young, impressionable age. And you think I'm brainwashing my predominantly like 20 to 30-year-old male audience. It's actually, I think 25, the demographic is 25 to 34, 35 to 50, 44. You have 18-year-old women who are like oftentimes required to take like a feminist studies course, like as some sort of like general class or
I don't
something.
think they're required.
Doesn't matter. There's like tutorials, like they get brainwashed in other ways. That's brainwashing. That's brainwashing at the institutional systemic level. Nobody's forced to watch my show. Nobody's forced to come on my show. So you have the university level, billion-dollar endowments at all these universities, that feminist studies program. Then you have corporations. Feminism is absolutely sunk into corporations. Then you have journalism, seeped into journalism. You have the news, seeped there. It's in the entertainment industry. Hollywood is absolutely in the grasp of feminism. And then you have the government. Yes, even in the government, feminism has seeped its claws into that too. So this idea,
I agree.
this idea that my podcast is doing.
Just double down, Brian. Don't even waste your time here, man. Like, let me see what the people are saying in the comment section. I think he just wasted his time there. Yeah, you can lead the horse to the water. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink critically. Yeah, don't waste your time with people like this, man. You just using sign language. That's pretty much. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.